Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is the Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I think that's pronounced right. So I know this is kind of set at sea. I've seen like some images of it where Bill Murray's like in a submarine. I imagine Bill Murray is the Steve Zissou character. I know this is a bit higher budget for Wes. There's like models and stuff that I've seen before where it's like cross sections of the ship. So that's really cool. I'm excited to see some of that and how creative he is with that. And I know, there's that kind of iconic meme, the Willem Dafoe, where he's got his red beanie and the kind of all blue look. That's kind of like the uniform, isn't it? So I've seen that. But apart from that, I don't really know much else about this movie other than, it's Wes Anderson and it's kind of set at sea. Before we jump into this, be sure to check out the Patreon. Over there, we're 2 weeks ahead. So you can get Monster Hunter and the Darjeeling Limited right now. And you can also find full-length timer-based reactions where you can just sync up your own footage if there's anything I cut out from the YouTube edit that you wanted to see reactions to. And there's polls so you can vote for what's next. So yeah, let's just jump into the Life Aquatic.
Molto lieti di presentare in anteprima mondiale la prima parte dell'ultimo film di uno degli autori che preferiamo qui all'Oquasto, Mr. Steve Zissou.
Okay, so he's a filmmaker? Or is he like a documentary filmmaker?
The Obiami Way Peninsula, a remote and fascinating region teeming with extraordinary marine life.
The kid at the back, like, hiding. This yellow font is very iconic, isn't it? Wes Anderson loves to use the font Futuro, doesn't he? I think that's what it was.
Water was highly abnormal, shark-like fish, 10 meters in length, unfamiliar dorsal features, Esteban was eaten.
Oh.
Start tracking before it goes too deep. Esteban was bitten? Eaten. Is he dead? Steve! Esteban! 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 Esteban!
Yeah, imagine reliving that moment, sitting there, having to watch it again after losing a friend like that.
Was it a deliberate choice never to show the jaguar shark?
No, I dropped the camera.
No, ho perso la macchina da...
Why are they laughing? Now I'm going to go hunt down that shark.
Get revenge.
I don't know how yet, maybe dynamite.
Is that a Jaws reference?
Can I get a shot of you with Captain Hennessy?
Where? Make it quick.
Jeff Goldblum as well.
Tell me something, does it actually exist?
You know, Allie, I don't want to give away the ending.
I just became a knight in Portugal. The Presidente gave a special ball.
This is Steve's wife, isn't it? They're like flirting.
Well, I was in love with him at the time.
Oh, okay, so there's like drama between them. He said he was his nemesis as well.
He brought your present.
A crayon ponyfish. Wow.
That's cool. Toying with a bit of like stop motion animation there. And we know later Wes gets into that with Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs.
Who's this?
Steve, there's a bloke over there.
They're even wearing their red beanies outside of like their work. Was his earring a little starfish there?
What'd you say?
Who are you gonna kill in part 2?
Oh yeah, there's always assholes like that when you're a celebrity. Oh, he's gonna carry it around the cup. It looks like his team definitely have his back. They were helping out when... I mean, I don't know if they were helping restrain that guy or beating him up, but at least they've got his back.
My darling, we haven't made a hit documentary in 9 years. Let's not fuck with Larry.
They just need the funding. Oh, and instead of a beanie, that guy's got a turban.
Captain Zissou, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm Ned Plimpton.
Okay, man.
Catherine Plimpton.
I don't know if it's true or not, by the way. She never contacted me, you know.
Did he ever try and contact her, though?
You're supposed to be my son, right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's why he came to meet him, if he was actually his son.
I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Wes Anderson really likes David Bowie, doesn't he? Needs to think this over. Suddenly he's got a son in the picture.
Oh, Siri, this is probably my son, Ned. I think it'd be a very special opportunity for all of us, especially him.
Bring him along on the adventure.
I have to tell you, I've been a member of the Zissou Society since I was 11.
So he's always kind of looked up to him in case he was his father.
Let me tell you about my boat.
Oh yeah, see, they've got the models and the sets.
Long-range sub-hunter during the Second World War.
This is cool because they've got the people moving around. It must have been like a miniature and then they've superimposed the people on top.
And we keep a Swedish masseuse on staff.
Or was this all one big set?
Science projects and experiments and so on.
It must have been expensive though, building this whole thing. But I don't know how you'd film this, how it's panning between the rooms.
2 albino scouts swim with the ship. They're supposedly very intelligent, although I've never seen any evidence of it.
What, they just keep 2 dolphins with the ship?
Topside, we've got the bridge, the mini-sub, an old chopper, and all kinds of radar.
Oh, it was called the Jacqueline? Is that the name of his wife?
What happened to Jacqueline?
Or Jacqueline?
He didn't really love me.
No, his wife's name was Eleanor.
I'm not crazy about it.
I don't think I'd be happy with that pose.
This guy's a big-time asshole. He hogs up all the grant money.
So he's just like a more successful version of him.
Ned Zissou, exactly. Or if you want to, you can change the first part too. I would have named you Kingsley.
I feel like you'd want to keep the name of your mum that you've lived with your whole life. Especially if she's just died.
Are those assholes talking about me?
Porta un piccolo orecchino da gay. Ma voglio dire, che cosa gli è successo? I suoi ultimi film sono veramente per lui.
Oh, they were. His last movies were. They're saying something about his movies.
People say when someone says something like that about you, it's because they're jealous. But it still hurts. How did she die, by the way? You know, my best friend just got killed. Esteban.
They can bond over their grief a little bit, maybe. Oh, that's a great shot. The kind of yellow and blue contrast. That's kind of the color scheme going on here. And then that kind of splash of bright red as well with the hats. I'm noticing while there's definitely shots that are, you know, very symmetrical and everything, Wes Anderson's kind of typical thing, there's still this kind of roughness to everything. It's not like Grand Budapest Hotel where everything's super intricate and planned out. Like this shot, for example, is handheld, and there are shots that are symmetrical, but there's a lot that aren't as well. It's not as kind of intricate as the others, but I feel like that does add a little bit of edginess to it, you know?
Steve, what produces this effect of illumination? Is there a chemical inside the organism?
That's a very good ad-lib.
He looked a bit annoyed at him when he asked the question at first, but that was quite good to add to the documentary, I guess.
I want you on Team Zissou.
I don't think I can do that.
He has to go, doesn't he, on Thursday?
Steve, I'm not even that strong a swimmer.
I'll order you a red cap and a Speedo. Cut. Klaus, why aren't you rolling?
Could I have a word with you, please?
Is Klaus against this?
Because the sound is going to be shit. He doesn't even know how to hold a boom.
Yeah, he wasn't even holding the boom right. I was thinking maybe that is Klaus was his name. I was thinking that maybe Klaus thought that Ned is here getting in on the fame, perhaps.
Not even going to ask what you men are doing out here in your matching pajamas, by the way. I'm Jane Winsett Richardson. And
the reporter, yeah.
How long have you been working with Zissou?
Only 10 minutes, actually. I was...
You heard me. Not this one.
I guess they're an all-guy crew, aren't they? I don't know if Eleanor comes along on the boat as well. But if they're all main crew, there's going to be some competition for the pretty lady, you know? And obviously Eleanor's off limits because she's Steve's wife.
Thank you for understanding. I'll check in with the Louisville office again next month.
Okay, so he's got out of his, like, military obligations.
When did you learn Zissou was your father? Does it freak you out for me to ask that?
No, it doesn't.
It's a weird accent she's got. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It sounds like very kind of received pronunciation English. I'm not sure. Is Kate Blanchett English?
Don't you think the public perception of your work has significantly altered in the last 5 years?
That's your first question? I thought this was supposed to be a puff piece.
She's an actual journalist. She's not just writing, you know, a random article. They said she was a fan, so she's trying to dig deep.
No, goddammit.
Oh, that's cool. A little orca in the background.
Did it seem fake when my best friend was bitten in half right in front of me? I think you're a fake. You're phoning. Does this seem fake?
What is he trying to do?
You're taking something out on me.
He's struck a nerve.
You really think you're a Zissou?
It's important to me.
Yeah, it's important to figure out if they're your real father.
It's the Steve Zissou show, not the Ned show.
You ever touch me again, I will kick your goddamn teeth out. Is that understood?
I like that he's standing up for himself a bit as well. Is he kind of jealous? Because it seems like him and Esteban were kind of Steve's right-hand man.
We gotta watch ourselves around this Jane character.
I don't think she's a lesbian. She's pregnant.
Old Ike's can get pregnant.
Why didn't you contact me?
Probably scared too.
Fathers, and I never wanted to be one.
Okay. But maybe like through meeting Ned, through this adventure that they're probably going to go on, he's going to grow to like being a father, perhaps? Or at least I hope so.
I miss you and... Oh God, I don't know, Ross.
Is Ross like her husband or boyfriend? Because she's pregnant.
Don't even know why I'm still pregnant.
This guy's just always playing guitar, setting the atmosphere, isn't he?
I spoke with Larry Armin, and it's a pass.
In other words, you fucked us.
Ah, so they're not getting the funding from that guy.
But I just inherited $275,000. Would that amount make any difference?
So it's obvious that he's not in it for the money if he's offering up all of this money.
Number one, the bank want a drug screen for everyone on the crew. You must swear, legally swear, that you'll not kill that shark, or whatever it is, if it actually exists.
Oh, he's not gonna like that though. He like wants revenge. But if they like accidentally kill it, maybe it'll be alright.
And our equity partner, Ned.
So this guy's joining them to keep things on budget. I let this guy Bob, everyone in the uniforms, he's just there like a businessman with his briefcase. But he's on a bike training them. Oh, but there might be something going on between Ned and her.
1, 2, 3. Come on.
I mean, he did say he wasn't a strong swimmer.
1, 2, 3. Attaboy. Attaboy. Here he is.
They should give him a bit of room to breathe. It's always funny when you see CPR in movies. Obviously, it never kind of looks right because obviously they can't actually do it properly because they can't compress their chest. So it always looks off. But I think, you know, with Wes Anderson films, that kind of adds to the style a little bit. It looking like not exactly right. Because I trained as a lifeguard when I was younger, so I know a bit about that.
The sugar crabs are back.
I've never seen them mating before the solstice.
They look like candy canes. Yeah, that's what they're called, sugar crabs. I like there's almost kind of absurdity about some of the animals. It was like a candy cane seahorse earlier as well, and they're all kind of stop motion, some of the animals. But there was like actual animals as well, like the dolphins and the orca. But there's these kind of like more absurdist animals in there as well.
See, Renzo, this is what I'm talking about, a relationship subplot.
So they do kind of try and weave a narrative into it.
I'm sorry I made you cry the other day.
5 months pregnant. My editor's the father. He's married, but not to me.
You know, my first wife left me when I was your age.
Okay, that was his first wife, Jacqueline. And he named the submarine after her. We sort of like crossed out.
I had this exact image of you tacked up on the wall above my aquarium all through primary school.
But I don't feel like that person. I never did.
Kind of imposter syndrome. Yeah, I mean, he's completely misread that.
Why did you abandon Ned?
I didn't. I never even met him.
Yeah, he abandoned Ned's mum, not Ned really. He didn't even know that Ned existed.
Let's just see if you can get one of these dolphins to swim under the hull and give us a look.
These dolphins are weird. They could just like communicate with the dolphins.
I don't understand.
Or maybe they can't and they just think they can.
There's some real high-tech gear inside this deal, believe me.
No one, we're trespassing.
Steve, are we allowed in here?
Fuck! They wired it!
This is Captain Hennessy. You have trespassed.
Oh, he's trespassing on Jeff Goldblum's one.
We got about 25 to 30 minutes before the Coast Guard gets here to arrest us. I want you all to get Hennessy's best gear onto the Belafonte in 15
Oh, they're just gonna steal all the gear as well.
Do you know that you just charted us on a course through unprotected waters?
Oh, okay. Unprotected waters, so there could be pirates and stuff out there.
Dave, one of the interns just fell down the stairs with the main tracking processor.
All right, just make sure we steal the backup.
Are you listening to me? Eleanor told me that under no
Shut up
circumstances...
before you jinx us, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, he doesn't have Eleanor here to kind of keep him in check anymore.
She wasn't a bulldog. I think I might have a bit of a thing for her.
Are they gonna be like in competition for her? Because it seems like Ned is also into her.
Next time you get a hot idea in front of the reporter, whisper it in my ear first. Otherwise, I look like kind of a daydream Johnny, you know?
Stop standing him up your nose.
The Zissou of my childhood represents all the dreams I've come to regret.
That's really harsh.
Locking my effing door.
It was locked. I kicked it in. Why don't you just curse like other people?
Because I'm trying to get out of the habit before I have my fucking baby.
Oh, yeah. I love how kind of high-tech the Hennessy one is.
It doesn't say. They probably just trashed the place. I'm so pissed. I want to spit. Hugo, tell Carl to load my elephant gun.
It seems like almost like too perfect, you know? They're all like in pristine white, all very high-tech. But this was obviously filmed underwater, but I'm wondering if it's a set. That looks almost like green screened on, but like these plants are kind of very yellow and green. Did they like build them and then flood it all? I really love all of these creatures. Did they like build this and then flood it all? Because these plants, they're like very vibrant color-wise, or was it just they actually filmed this underwater and it was just like these plants were there? Or was it like on an underwater set, you know?
What? Because I owed you one. But you gave me a warning already. You stood up for yourself. I still owed you one.
Yeah, he didn't return the slap.
It's not my fault, so you know I don't have that. We're even, damn it. That's it.
Yeah, I think he's jealous of Ned. This is the unprotected waters, isn't it? That could be a pirate ship.
No, it was like a beat-up little jalopy.
Are they using the dolphins to spy on them?
5.
He's supposed to be on lookout, but... Well, him and Ned, but they're not really. Oh, and then everyone's gonna find out that they're together.
I'm gonna kill you for that, asshole!
They said they were speaking Filipino, but that guy's got the Japanese imperial flag.
Gonna get us through this, everybody. Oh God, ¿cómo está? What kind of coverage you get?
I just kept it rolling until they put this hood over my head.
Oh, so it's still filming. I mean, this would make a great section if they had filmed all of this somehow. Oh.
They're taking a hostage. Obviously, they've chosen Ned.
Yeah, Ned was on their little dinghy.
You have a vault? They want to know if there's a vault.
There's no vault. Our vault contains at least 10 and we are prepared for every kind of financial necessity.
Everyone knows that there's a vault.
Bagyo nang tied na.
They're taking Bill as the hostage now.
Anne-Marie, you okay, honey?
No, I'm not. I told you these were unprotected waters.
Yeah, she did warn them about this.
I need to find a baby for this father.
Yeah, in a life and death situation like that, gotta put things into priority.
I said, get your ass the hell off of my boat!
Are you just gonna take them all on? I wasn't expecting there to be like an action scene like this. And he's just doing it like in his underwear, essentially, in his Speedos. Ooh. Seems to be the only injury so far for his crew. I mean, I'm surprised they just ran it. I thought they could have used all of the people that are tied up like as hostages to stop C from like fighting back.
I've never seen a Bond company stitch stick his neck out like that.
Yeah, he really judged him at the start for his job, but now he likes Billy.
The Arctic night lights, yeah. As if the natural world's been turned upside down.
Oh wow, in the background.
Vikram, get some cutaways of this miracle.
It's like this moment of calmness and beauty right after all of this action.
How you holding up there, intern? Doing okay?
I think I recognize that intern actor as well.
Being led on an illegal suicide mission by a selfish maniac.
I think you misjudged the guy.
I'm glad that Anne-Marie is getting kind of more to do, because at the start you see her there, she's kind of topless, and I was thinking, is she just like on the boat to be a pair of tits, you know? But it seems like she does have a bigger role than that, and a bigger role in the movie. And he's gonna come on board and see that they've stolen all of his equipment.
Oh, got it. Run downstairs, put a tarp over anything that says Operation Hennessy on it. Just throw them over the other side.
Throw him over the other side where they can't see yet. Ooh.
Be still, Cody.
Yeah, you can tell he's not a great guy, is he?
I have to rescue him first.
Sign it now or I'm leaving you out here.
So are they gonna get towed back and then go on a rescue mission for Bill?
Do you all not like me anymore? I mean,
you put them all in danger by going into the unprotected waters.
if you're not against me, don't cross this line.
Wait a second, what are we doing? You said cross the line. If cross the line.
Yeah, it was a bit confusing.
Do it again.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand what he meant. All the interns, yeah. I mean, they're all not getting paid. It's not worth it at that point for them.
50 or so envelopes just to make it easier for you.
So she's leaving the ship as well? And it makes sense for her. It's so dangerous and she's pregnant.
They stole my budget. My boat's broken. You're ditching me up the creek.
Yeah, so he's
What am
just
I supposed to do here?
disappearing as well.
Say nothing's jumping to mind. Philip, any suggestions?
That guy's voice, I definitely recognize it. It's kind of iconic. I'm not sure who the actor actually is, though.
But the fact that there's an outside chance that he could really be my actual biological son
He's scared.
is very difficult for me.
Yeah, he's scared to be a father. I mean, he said that before, didn't he?
I thought all you interns ran out on me.
I want to help you find that shark.
God damn it. Thank you, intern.
That was right where he was stabbed.
Give me that camera. I'm gonna smash it over your head. I'm gonna have to rethink some shit.
You don't know me.
Oh, and she's there listening as well.
I'm just a character in your film.
It's a documentary. It's all really happening.
I love this like giant set, the cross section of the ship, just going from room to room. Is super cool.
You call yourself my son, but I just don't see it.
He's too good of a person. Noticing a lot of themes of kind of, you know, bad fathers, daddy issues, kind of with all of these Wes Anderson films, or even like father figure roles, not necessarily dads all of the time as well.
A week before she killed herself, my mother told me that you'd known about me since the day I was born.
Yeah. Has he been like just keeping it under wraps? Yeah.
I ought to have stayed in Kentucky where I belong.
Quiet.
Oh,
Pay for this water taxi.
Eleanor's joining them.
Still blindfolded. My arms are bound, but a young boy has been kind enough to assist me.
Yeah, it doesn't give them much information.
The variety of wildlife in the background and the elapsed time between Mr. Rubel's capture and this message. There's a good chance he's on one of the Ping Islands.
So they figured it out just from all of that.
It's the thing that puzzles me about Ned's situation. What is it? Zissou shoots blanks.
Okay, so Ned might not be his actual son. Did Ned hear that?
Today we discover one of its victims off the coast of Ping 3.
Oh.
Alistair Hennessy and his crew are nowhere to be found.
Hennessy's boat has sunk? Is that an old boat or is that like his most recent one? It looked like the modern one. They might be able to use the dog to lead them.
All right, let's go.
They got priorities, gotta get his beanie on, you know? That'd make him even more visible if they were like sneaking up on someone though. I mean, not like the blue uniforms aren't that camouflaged in any way.
Check for swamp leeches and pull them off.
It's just on him. What is with Pele's giant hat? Or is that just his like face thing, he just pulled it up?
Split into 2 groups. I'll take Ned, Ogata, and Wolodarski.
Thanks. Thanks a lot for not picking me.
You may be on B Squad, but you're the B Squad leader.
Yeah, he trusts him.
Don't you know me and Esteban always thought of you as our baby brother?
That's restored his morale a bit.
Okay.
I love this kind of absurdity of it. They all look so stupid with that like gear on, don't they? And then Pele with his his helmet and Klaus with his bright red hat.
Shit! We played a bum hunch. Fuck.
But there's the other islands as well, wasn't there? This is cool. It's being reclaimed by nature. I wonder if this was an actual abandoned hotel they went to for this.
There's something in the coat check.
Oh, he's here. Where are all the pirates though? Have they abandoned him?
Jesus. These pirates are monsters.
Oh, they killed... Did they kill Hennessy as well? Or is it just his men? Oh, they're all here. But Hennessy's okay.
Are you rescuing me? Fold.
Oh. What is he doing just standing there? Where's everyone else too? Surely they'd hear this and come helping.
Bring the dynamite!
The dynamite. Are you not gonna go in and back him up?
Got some great footage of your boat out there. I guess.
Okay, so he's alright. He was shot in like the stomach. I love all of these like wild exotic animals just randomly about. There's just this anaconda there.
It looks like we recovered your inheritance.
Oh, did they got the safe?
I got a feeling we can spot this fish from 111 feet up.
Ned, I don't know if I ever even saw the bastard.
Yeah.
I have $275,000 invested in this damn production. Something ate Esteban, didn't it? Now lead!
Motivating him a bit. You can see Klaus in the background doing it as well.
Yeah, but you stitched me onto the dolphin, and I want you to know how much that means to me. You're not listening. I didn't just like it.
He loved it. Finally making up. It sees him as part of the team now.
I've still got yours, of course. My what?
Oh, he got the letter he sent to him because he knew that he was his son all along. Oh, they're going down.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, and he put his arm out to like protect him.
Ned!
Okay, Steve's okay. Where's Ned? Yeah, because Ned can't swim really. Well, he can, but he's not very good. Did he deploy a lifeboat or something?
Hey, I'm okay.
He seems like oddly calm. Might have hit his head or something.
The push rod failed.
It might just be like he's like in shock.
You know?
Oh, look at that blood on the camera lens. Loads of blood under the water as well. Yeah. He must be bleeding loads. You can see the... Oh yeah, look at his trousers.
My heart
Are they too far off to see what happened? Did he die?
In your mind, could you ever be really close to me?
I mean, I knew he was like hurt. I didn't realize it was that bad. I didn't think it happened just like that.
Really close to me, I can tell the way
Giving him a sea burial.
that you'd really care for me.
Oh, it's the new logo that he designed.
Espresso machine? What is? How did you get my espresso machine?
You fucking stole it, man.
I thought he was going to say they stole it from the pirates, stole it back from the pirates or something.
We've never made great husbands, have we? Of course, I have a good excuse. I'm part gay.
Oh, we were like Glory's Gate, my darling. We were like that bloody shark of yours.
It's Michael Gambon, isn't it? His voice is very iconic, but yeah, that must be it. Didn't recognise him at first. We've mostly known him through his voice. Yeah, she's being hit hard by this as well.
Obviously, people are going to think I'm a showboat and a little bit of a prick. But then I realized that's me.
Yeah, she hasn't watered it down at all.
You're a good writer, Jane.
It's the effing cover.
It's going to be the cover. Is this all in the little submarine?
I hooked a rhinestone bluefin on a rope to give him something to eat.
Oh, to try and reel in the shark. Is this a reference to Yellow Submarine as well by the Beatles? Because obviously we had Hey Jude before, so where's this reference to Beatles before? I'm surprised they haven't actually used the song.
I think one of my research turtles survived.
Well, they're right at the bottom of the ocean. It was almost like an alien landscape. It's really cool. I mean, that would be cool for Wes, like something set in space. I think he might be planning on doing something like that. I can't remember that they released the name of what his next movie is. I really love the kind of like fantasy bits they put in here and the kind of absurdity of some of these fish designs. You know, it's deep at the bottom of the ocean, so it makes sense. There's so much of the ocean we haven't discovered, so you can be a bit creative with it. And here's the jaguar shark. They're not going to attack it. They're all kind of in awe of the beauty of it a bit. It's huge, yeah.
Are we safe in here?
I doubt it.
You might not want to blow it up. Maybe he's like realizing now, you know, he could have been encroaching on his territory and that's why it attacked him and Esteban. And even Hennessy's put his head on the shoulder. Really beautiful scene actually, especially with the music.
Yes. Just like that.
Oh, they're recreating it.
We complete the adventure, but another member of our crew has been lost. We start the voyage home.
Oh, and the baby's got one of the hats. Is that Ned's ring? This is the first time he hasn't done the kind of black screen. Okay, so that was the Life Aquatic. You can definitely see the kind of development in budget and scope for these movies. This one definitely has like the most kind of going on. We've got these big sets where we have this kind of cross section of the boat that we kind of pan through. That was really cool seeing all of that. And then, you know, there's all of this underwater filming, all of this filming out at sea. I imagine it looked like most of it was like actually out at sea where they were filming stuff as well. So you can really see, you know, they've put the extra budget to good use here. I think again with this, we're starting to see this pattern of kind of father figures or like authority figures who are kind of bad people, and it's kind of about the relationships with that. You know, we had Royal Tenenbaum, obviously, and then Rushmore as well. It's kind of like, you know, again, this juxtaposition of the maturity of the characters. All of the older characters seem more immature, but there's definitely this theme of kind of father figures and kind of dealing with the issues of being a father or like having a bad father. That's coming up a lot in these films. And I don't know if this is like something personal for Wes. I haven't really researched like his personal life, so I don't know if he has, you know, these issues with his father or something along those lines that has kind of influenced these decisions to be made in these films. You know, I think Wes, he likes to have these characters who are kind of, they're lovable, but they're not good people. You know, Steve, you can understand a lot of what he was doing and why he was doing it, but there are things that kind of throw you off. You know, there was a lot of kind of homophobia and sexism from him. I think most of the time the kind of homophobia and sexism in the movie is not really the movie is being homophobic or anything. It's Steve is being homophobic, and it's to show that he is like a bad person. It's not that, you know, it's not that Wes himself was homophobic, it's that he's trying to portray the characters as homophobic. I really love some of the kind of absurdity of the action. This had a bit more action in it than some of the other ones. You know, we had some kind of fake action with Rushmore and the play, and then there wasn't really any action in the Royal Tenenbaums. But it was great, you know, they're all in these like funny wetsuits while they're having a shootout, and just kind of even in the way the characters move, the way they were kind of running along, that was really funny. It doesn't like glorify any of the action, and I don't think any of Wes's films really glorify action at all, or they don't glorify the violence, I mean. And there is this kind of exploration of kind of the washed up star here. I don't know if you'd count Bill Murray as kind of washed up at this point, but he does play that really well. And it seems like he didn't really like the limelight, you know. He likes producing his films and being out at sea, and obviously he wanted revenge for the shark. But it seemed like the kind of like fame side of it, where he's like at the premieres, he didn't seem to enjoy that much. Like at the end there, he was just sitting outside while the premiere was happening. And then again with the absurdity, I really loved all of the kind of stop motion little animals. There was like the crayon seahorse that was really cool, and then the candy or sugar crabs, were they? Looked like candy canes, didn't they? Those were really cool, just seeing that. And then of course Jaguar Shark at the end was just gorgeous, the way the kind of light shimmered off it at the end. And then we see all of the characters, they kind of come to realize they were first in it, they were in it for the revenge, but they see how much like of a beautiful creature it was. So I think that's all I have to say here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment. If you really loved it, be sure to subscribe, or even check out the Patreon where you can get 2-week early access, Monster Hunter and the Darjeeling Limited right now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.